Believers, we have come your way again, continuing the series of 5. This is the second one, part 2. Fraud in the house of God. Today we are going to talk about harvest. The word harvest simply means reaping what you have sown. When a farmer sows, a time will come that you have to harvest. You have to reap. So when you reap, you bring the first fruit or your substance to the house of God. God has guided and protected you to sow. So at the end of the year, you do harvest. Wholeheartedly, willingly, you bring it to the Lord. It's only the Lord who knows how much you made throughout the whole year in your farm. In these days, most of us are businessmen. Some of us, we are also working for people who are business people, their companies. But in those days, it was only farming. So today, it can be money. It may not be crops or herbs or animals. So it's still the same. Don't forget that God knows how much you made throughout the whole year. So if you are coming to come to God, you must know that He knows. So you are come to give willingly to God how much you want to give to God. It must come from your heart, not from the mouth of any pastor or minister. The book of Proverbs chapter number 3 verse 9 says, honor the Lord with thy substance and with the first fruit of thy increase. Yes, the Lord knows that you have to honor Him. What we are going to talk about, take note that in the book of Exodus chapter 12, the Lord told the Israelites who were then living in Egypt to collect gold and ornament and other things from the Egyptians. The Egyptians' firstborns have been killed, but the Lord told the Israelites, go and collect it from them. They will give it to you. They went and it was given to them. They cheated them. They worked for them without pay. But then they gave to them from their heart. They didn't know what they were doing, but the Lord taught their heart that when my people come to ask you, give it to them. Then the same Exodus chapter number 30 says, when they were on the wilderness, the Lord also told Moses that take from the Israelites, ask them to bring gold, silver, and other ornaments so that you can design the temple of God. And the Israelites brought so much so that Moses said, oh no, it is enough. It is more than what we want. So take this principle. God gave it to them without their sweat. They later took from them. So God do not bless you for nothing. God bless you so that you can also bless other people and bless the work of God. But God do not take from you before He blesses you. He blesses you before He takes from you. So if any man of God tells you that give to God so that He will bless you, it's a fraud. Give your seed so that God will bless you. It's a fraud. God blesses you, then He takes from you. Brother, you have to let people know, your church people know how to give. If they know, if they understand how to give, they will give. You see, covenant making is very important. Every Christian must have covenant with God. And if you have covenant with God, it is not very difficult for you to give to God. A man of God told me that if you don't force them, they will not pay. Why do you force them? Teach them to know. Teach them to have covenant with God. If they have covenant with God, they will pay. They will give how much? They will give more than what you want to take from them, willingly. And you, a Christian, give because God knows how much you made throughout the whole year. This is how you have to do. If you have to save every month, save it at the end of the year, put them in an envelope, gather all your harvest, kneel down, pray to God, thank God, praise Him, tell Him, God, this is how much I got, I want to go and give it to you. Increase my territory, expand my territory, so that next year I will give more. Pray over it in your closet, in your room, before you go to the church. And when they ask you, you give. Just write harvest on top of the envelope. Do not write your name. I've told you, if your name is written so that your name will be mentioned, if you have collected, you pay your blessing from pastor, not from God any longer. We don't want to do these videos longer. Today we are talking about harvest. This is what we meant by harvest. So any pastor who will tell you that we are doing harvest, so you pay 1,000, you pay 600, it's a fraud. Do not do so. If the pastor tells you, tell him that no, I have my harvest. I've already communicated with God. I have a covenant with God. So this is my harvest. Give it to him. How much is it? I don't know. It's my harvest. I've told God how much. But don't write your name so that if everybody bring, they will not find you who gave 1,000, who gave 100, who gave 200. But people of God, if they know that they have covenant with God, they will give more than what you should ask them to give. And please, harvest money is not for your pocket. It's not for your house. It's not for your car. It's for the church of God. Maintenance of the church. Harvest money is not for the pastor. It's not for the pastor. So please take note. I said the team test is Matthew chapter 6, verse 1 to 4. When you are of our team, as I said, when you are pam. So when you are pam, one casta, wouldn't him just as we get on your fee. When you are of our team, person chess say harvest. I say what you are, na ubi trap. The tran different harvest, traveling. Nti bra yakopon aba ho ban ma wadua na wo betwa no wotwa wi a wo de yakopon de ekoma no waso fie me de sisi yakopon fie de sisi yakopon fie sa na ti o ena yin bebre ye nipa obi ni adwuma ya so ye adwuma nti ente se kane no ana ye nwan ne ntwe nkoma ne afuo no se wo ye sa ne ma wo betuma aton disika no ko wo de ne ma no so kwa ye wo ye obi adwuma sisika kakra bosum bia afi ne so afahya emblepum bunkotodwe na da yakopon ase se babo ho ban bedu afi ne wiye na ka che ne se misika menyeni me de brɛw agya afi ebe hwɛmhyimu na nɔɔso na menye bibire pambrɛw woni yakopon ya pam woni ntentam kasa na kan ne ma pese yakopon ya ma ohina na bu eblepon so na fa bɔ enkyerɛ odin oso kyerɛ so harvest eno wan no sɔfo bi anyo kwan na ɔkɔ ka kyerɛ sɛ 2000 sɛ wotua sika no ɔtwa boɔ ma no tua sɔfo no na ebe hyira wo yakopon hyira wo medical ka kyerɛ wo your principles and say go beyond what is written. Ukotwe nsem mu Exodus chapter 12. Onyankopon ka kire Israel for ne say omko Egypt for is Misraim for ne chen kwaji gold. Bra mo ma wu no obaka wu no. Yakopon say ko ngojiska. Mo ko no ni na ma omo. Nti omduru wilderness no chapter 36. Ena Moses ka Yakopon ka kire Moses say ka kire Israel for no gold no munyan no ompa bi famra ne fa Yakopon aso dan. Omde baya me bu so Moses say o eye. Sa na tie. Nti Yakopon hwawo ansa na wajibi afi nchen. Onkasa fabra ansa na mehirawo eye fraud kronbo sofo bia kasa fabra na yakobo be hirawo de ba omboa yakobo hirawo ansa na dia odi hira na ode ma won pi akoma yakobo sa na tie da sa na tie ntimi nua ye ne sa na aboa wo medical culture say Matthew chapter 6 verse 1 to 4 and then e key test no esese ye de yakobo pese ye mo bi nkasa ye sen yakobo adwuma na ye bi wani mum yakobo adwuma say ye ne ye ya ye be kan won a wo sere na anu atom na be koyie na boan. This is revival, a revolution in the church of God. This is Voice of the Tower. Peace. Shalom.